Tori Roloff's video from Girls Weekend with daughter brings fans joy. Hello friend, welcome back to my channel. God bless you. For the LPBW news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Fans of Little People, Big World have praised Tori Roloff in the past for her parenting skills, and it definitely seems as if the mom of three is committed to making happy childhood memories for her kids. Tori shared a video from a fun-filled girls' weekend featuring her 4-year-old daughter Lila to Instagram on Monday, September 9, that showed the little girl and an unnamed friend playing on a beach, making pizzas, doing crafts, riding on a boat, taking in a sunset, and overall having a blast. Sometimes a girls' weekend away is all it takes to reset your soul. Roloff captioned her post, "When I see photos of your children, the first word to my heart is joy. You can tell they are loved and have great parenting. Thank you for sharing," wrote one fan. "This is priceless, thank you for sharing, and the reminder to live life," gushed a second person, with someone else calling the video so sweet. It's not clear where the weekend trip took place, but it looks as if a lake was involved, which would make sense as the family has been spending lots of time at lakes over the past several months. In July, Tori shared footage to Instagram from her family's visit to Washington State's Lake Merwin, including husband Zach and sons Jackson, 7, and Joshua, 2, where the kids could be seen kayaking, fishing, and swimming in the water. Last month, Tori posted yet another video of her 2 older children having lakeside fun, that time on a camping trip with her dad. Tori and Zach Roloff are giving their kids an extra special experience in the season finale of Little People, Big World. In an exclusive clip shared with People ahead of Tuesday's season finale, the couple, who is taking a step back from the show after this season, bring their 3 kids to the Oregon Zoo to feed giraffes. Tori and Zach are parents to sons Joshua Luke, 23 months, and Jackson Kyle, 6, as well as daughter Lila Ray, 4. The zoo offers giraffe feedings, and we just never done it before, so being able to do that was pretty cool. Have our own little private moment there, Zach says in a confessional. Zach and Tori Roloff's kids enjoy Easter egg hunt in pajamas. So much to be grateful for. The clip then cuts to the Oregon Zoo, where a zookeeper teaches the kids how to feed Desi the giraffe. "You want to try?" the zookeeper asks Jackson. "Okay, here you go." Jackson walks up to the giraffe and sticks out a piece of lettuce as the adults praise his good work. "Good job, Jay," Tori can be heard saying. "Jackson did great, loved it." Lila loved calling out for the giraffe, and then once Desi came over and started coming towards her, she'd back up with the food. So she never actually gave them food, the dad of 3 says in the confessional. Tori then can be seen lifting Lila to feed the giraffe, prompting her to yell, "No, no," and throw her piece of lettuce. "Lila, were you scared to feed the giraffe?" Tori asks. "A little bit scared," Lila admits. "Our family's going to stand out, our whole life. You know, Tori being my wife and I'm her husband. Me being short, her being tall, and our kids being short," Zach says as the video switches back to the confessional. "Our family's going to always probably stand out, but it's something you just kind of get used to. Sometimes it's annoying. We get sensitive sometimes. We make sure our kids are well behaved because we do feel like we're being watched. It's hard sometimes," adds Tori. "That's also not their burden. We can't burden our kids with other people's burdens or expectations or judgments," Zach says. Earlier this month, Tori shared photos from her family's Easter celebrations on her Instagram stories. The family of 5 kicked off their day with an Easter egg hunt in pajamas. The couple's 3 kids could be seen wandering around and collecting their little surprises in photos. Later, they joined friends for some outdoor fun. "So much to be grateful for," Tori captioned one shot of the 3 siblings. Matt Roloff compares this Little People, Big World Season 25 star to a dictator. Little People, Big World star Matt Roloff isn't a fan of his ex Amy Roloff's management style, even going so far as to call her a dictator. Despite no longer being a couple, Matt and Amy are still very much in others' lives, as seen in Little People, Big World Season 25. Matt and Amy got married in 1987, but separated in 2015. They have since moved on with other partners, Matt with Karen Chandler and Amy with Chris Merrick. They all still have to interact with each other and have allowed viewers to see a lot of it up close. He just shared a preview clip from the next Little People, Big World Season 25 episode. In the video, Matt, Amy, Karen, and Chris meet up to plan out all the details for an upcoming fundraiser. Unfortunately, it doesn't go smoothly. Amy makes herself the leader in charge of planning. In a confessional, Matt admits that Amy can cross that line from micromanager to dictator quicker than me. She can boss people around with the best of them. Having been married to Amy for almost 30 years, he knows what makes her tick, and vice versa. During the meetup, the group can't decide on a date for the fundraiser. So Amy steps up and says it's happening on June 24, and that's final. When the idea of bringing in a tent is mentioned, Amy instantly shoots it down because it's way too much money. Aside from figuring out the date, it's clear that Amy is also keeping in mind their budget, and they won't be able to afford certain things. She knows that someone needs to make some executive decisions instead of being non-committal because it'll be better for all of them to get this planning finished sooner rather than later. Chris even mentions that Amy is the best person in the group to be the leader. Amy has the most experience, so I think it would be better for Matt and I to kind of do the peripheral stuff, he explains. During a confessional with Matt and Karen, the latter is completely fine with Amy being in charge. It was their idea, and will be the support, the co-pilots, she says. After Matt makes a joke about Amy planning a fundraiser for him, Karen sarcastically replies, "This is gonna be fun." Things are getting tense between Matt, Amy, Chris, and Karen. It can't be easy for Matt and Amy to be working together as exes. Then there's the new partners who have to put up with the bickering and snarky attitudes. Since it didn't seem like there was much getting accomplished in this Little People, Big World scene, someone had to step up, and if it was Amy, then so be it. No one else seemed willing to make the necessary decisions to finally move forward in the planning process. Another season of Little People, Big World has come to an end, but will it ever return again? After some huge shakeups in the show's 25 season, many fans are concerned that the beloved TLC is now canceled. There's been no official word if the show would recover, and with half of the family not returning, yes, half, the outlook doesn't look good. Back on February 22, Tori Roloff and Zach Roloff made an announcement in regard to their future as cast members on Little People, Big World. "We are done. That part of our lives, that chapter has closed," said Tori Roloff on a recent episode of her and her husband's podcast, confirming their departure from Little People, Big World. Zach then made it sound as if their contracts have run out, and neither the couple itself nor network executives are interested in a renewal. "We've made it pretty clear," added Zach on this same podcast. "They haven't asked us back technically. It's been an open non-secret for nearly 2 years now that Zach and Tori don't get along with the former's father, Matt Roloff. In one of the first episodes of the 25th season, Matt expressed disappointment over his son and daughter-in-law not attending a local charity event. By the finale, nothing resolved. When Zach and Tori said they were going to, isolate themselves to give themselves space, Matt said in the finale, they didn't put a timeline on it, and we're 2 years into